Are you going through a difficulty in life right now? Are you facing a trial that seems to have no answer in sight? Well, keep listening because God has a message for you today. Life's trials are difficult. They're uncomfortable. And sometimes it could cause a lot of stress and pain, not only physically, but also mentally as well. You see, God allows these trials to happen in our lives in order for our faith to grow. In Daniel chapter 3, the Hebrew boys were facing a dilemma like no other. King Nebuchadnezzar built a golden statue because he believed that his kingdom would last forever. And he not only wanted to be seen as the king of Babylon, but also a god. And so he told everyone in Babylon to bow down and worship him. The three Hebrew boys did not want to worship a false idol. And so they were told to go into the king's court and meet with King Nebuchadnezzar. King Nebuchadnezzar did not want to put him in the fiery furnace, but he used them as an example for all to see that if you don't trust in King Nebuchadnezzar's words, you'll be sent to death. The Hebrew boys were sent into the fire, and from their perspective, God only intervened when they were cast into the burning fiery furnace. Often God waits up until the very last moment to reveal himself. Daniel chapter 3 verse 24 reads, "Then King Nebuchadnezzar was astonished, and he rose in haste and spoke, saying to his counselors, 'Did we not cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire?' They answered and said to the king, 'True, O king.' 'Look,' he answered, 'I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they are not hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God.'" King Nebuchadnezzar makes a startling revelation that in the midst of the fire, there is found the Son of God, Jesus Christ. And here's the God-centered truth. In this moment in Earth's history, this is the safest place to be, in the burning fiery furnace, because Christ is present. God is waiting for us to be in the midst of crisis, for us to finally understand that Christ has always been with us by our side. You see, God waits at the very last moment because he knows that we will try everything to protect ourselves and we will exhaust all other options. We have trusted in our money, in our strength, in ourself, in our intelligence. But when all that fails at the very last moment of our trials, the only person we could trust is God. And in the midst of our own trials, the safest place to be is in that moment, because we have an opportunity to trust in Jesus. Whatever you're going through today, whatever struggle, whatever trial, know that in the midst of crisis, Christ is by our side. And even in those trials, it might be the safest place to be.